Blessings and welcome to the path to freedom, this beautiful path where we get to set ourselves free to shine, to soar, to glow, to be in ever-expanding love and joy and peace and harmony and wholeness and beauty and abundance and creativity, where we get to set ourselves free to forever love for that next great and grand version of who we are. And in doing so, we also need to release and let go of that which no longer serves the small and the limited who we used to be over and over and over again. So this is such a beautiful path, and this is such a beautiful way of life, and this is such a beautiful adventure. And I'm very happy that you are here. I'm very happy that I am here. That we get to walk this path together, even though we may be separated by time and space, seemingly separated by time and space. We are not. But there is only the one. So whenever we are, wherever we are, whoever we are, whyever we are, there's still the one. So we're all connected in this beautiful field of consciousness, this beautiful one consciousness. So my name is Daniel Roquillo, and I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you're here. I haven't even said what this is about yet. So this is a guided meditation on the topic of unconditional trust and surrender, which is one of the pillars of freedom. If we want to live in that realm, that dimension of ever-expanding peace and love and joy, we need to find a way to move deeper and deeper and deeper into trusting, into surrendering, into releasing the notion that we need to make it happen, that it is up to us to make it happen, to release and let go of the notion that there is not enough, that we are not enough, to release and let go of the notion that we need to have it all figured out, that we need to figure it out, that we need to micromanage, that we need to control, that we have to trust what our eyes can see and what our ears can hear. So there are a lot of things that we need to release and let go of. And whenever we are steeped in trust, peace is here. Whenever we are steeped in trust, joy finds its way to emerge from within us. When we are not steeped in trust, fear rises up, worry rises up, anxiety rises up, stress rises up, because we believe that something is wrong, we believe that something is off, we believe that there's something that needs to be fixed, we believe that we should be in a different space or different place, we believe that something should be different than what it is. So this guided meditation is with the intention to assist us in releasing, letting these small and limited thought patterns be, to let them go, so that we may give ourselves over to this benevolent, loving presence that is the all there is. So without further delay, there is no delay, without further ado, I invite us all to make ourselves comfortable as possible. As the soft music begins to play, I invite us to close our eyes. I invite us to put a smile on our face, regardless of whether or not we feel like smiling. Let's allow that smile to play across our faces anyway. Because what this smile does is that it informs the body that in this now moment, right now, right here, all is well. So this smile, and if a laughter comes through, let it. If you feel like bursting into laughter, give yourself permission to laugh. Because when we are laughing, when we are smiling, we are in that state and space of unconditional trust. So smiling, laughing, these are beautiful healing agents. Beautiful, powerful facilitators of trust. And so in this moment, as this smile lingers on our faces, let's turn our attention away from external conditions and circumstances. Let's turn our attention away from that perhaps egoic structure that is saying, oh, you're smiling now. Little do you know, what do you have to smile about? Have you forgotten about this? Don't you remember that? Let us turn our attention away from that and give our attention permission to be with our breath, to be with the breath. So we become aware of the chest rising and falling. We become aware of the air flowing in and out. And we're invited to become aware that the body does not need us to do the breathing. It does not need our conscious participation or unconscious participation. But the body, with its divine intelligence, it knows when to breathe and how to breathe. It even knows how much air to breathe in. So we're invited to merely observe and witness, not label it, not participate, not make it happen. Simply witness and observe the breathing as it happens. And we're also invited to be aware that each breath has 4 stages to it. That there is the in breath, followed by a space. Then there is the out breath, which is also followed by a space of equilibrium, of non-movement. And we want to be particularly mindful of that last stage, that last space. Because oftentimes that's where our attention drifts away from the breath. As we have exhaled, the mind goes into thinking that the breath is over. So it ventures off into fantasy land, it ventures off into time, into past, present, future. But being mindful of this last stage and having the intention to be fully present with the full circle of breath allows us to be present with the breath for longer and longer periods and with ever-increasing ease and grace. And now, in this moment, let us consciously seek out the feeling tone, invite the feeling tone that all is well, which for me always brings a smile to my face as a beautiful reminder that truly all is well in this now moment. And let us give the peace that follows permission to move us deeper and deeper and deeper into this now moment. And we always want to begin with gratitude, in gratitude. So how grateful I am that I get to be here, that I get to be in this now moment. How good it is to be in this now moment. And we are not talking about time, we're not talking about present, we're not talking about future, we are not talking about past, but in this now moment. And how good it is to be fully present with the peace that is here, to be fully present with the joy that is here, to witness and observe the harmony, the wholeness, the abundance that is here, to witness and observe the feeling tone of just being all right, of having all of our needs met. And I'm so grateful for this now moment. And I'm so grateful that I get to share this now moment with you whenever, wherever you are. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for your willingness, for your courage to release and let go of external conditions and circumstances, for your courage to relax, rejoice, and just be here now. To just be here now. And it is from this space of gratitude that I recognize, that I realize, that I re-know, that I remember the benevolent, loving presence that is all there is. That is fully present in this now moment, in this now space, in every space, in every moment, in every place. I'm recognizing that there's no place any of us could ever go or be where this loving presence is not fully present. Because it is boundless, it is limitless, it is eternal, it is infinite. It has no beginning, it has no ending. It is peace, boundless, unconditional peace. It is boundless, unconditional love. It is eternal, infinite joy and harmony and wholeness and abundance and being benevolent, which means that it is always for itself. It is always for its own expansion, its own progression. It is always in a state and space of wanting to know more, of seeking to know more of itself, reveal more of itself, express more of itself. And for that to happen, it needs to eternally source, fuel, and fund that expansion, that progression, that moving forward. So in every single moment, all needs are met. In every single moment, everything needed for expansion to happen, for progression to happen, is here, is now. So it is eternally sourcing and fueling and funding itself. It is eternally guiding and leading and moving itself into that expansion. And as God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, it means that it cannot go against its own nature. It cannot compromise itself. It cannot diminish itself. It cannot contradict itself. But wherever God is, and we can use the word God, we can use the word higher power, we can use the word benevolent, loving presence, or energy, or something else. But wherever it is always for itself, always providing everything needed that it may come into this expansion. And this loving presence, it is divine and perfect order, which means that there are no mistakes. There are no meaningless acts. There are no random acts. There is no luck. There is no chance. There is only divine and perfect order. Divine and perfect timing happening always. Divine and perfect activity happening always. Divine and perfect action happening always. And as God is all there is, the creator, the creation, the Alpha, the Omega, it means that right here where you are, the fullness of this loving presence is. It means that you are, have always been, will always be moving, living, having your beingness in absolute oneness with this loving presence. It means that you cannot, will not, have ever been separated set apart from this loving presence. But just like all of the waves on the ocean are one with the ocean, so are you inseparable from this loving presence as a unique and perfect and whole and complete expression, emanation of it. You are God in flesh. You are this benevolent presence expressing itself in, as, through you. It's such a beautiful, magnificent, and perfect way. Absolute oneness is here and now, always and forever. And it is from this space, this consciousness of oneness, that I know that you are blessed with everything needed to keep moving forward. That you are blessed with everything needed to keep shining, to keep soaring, to keep glowing beyond anything that you've ever imagined. You are lacking in nothing because you are one with the one source of everything. You are missing nothing because you are one with the all there is. There is nothing that you need to figure out, but you can just relax, rejoice, and be in this now moment. Yes, I know that the surface mind wants to have it all figured out, all planned out, all the ducks in a row, everything just lined up perfectly. But that's just the surface mind that is operating from a limited perception, a limited perspective. If we plant a seed in the ground or in a pot, that seed doesn't have anything figured out. That seed doesn't know how to unfold into a beautiful tree or a flower or a bush. That tree does not try to make it happen. It doesn't try to coerce or manipulate. But being steeped in the nowness of this moment, being steeped in surrendering to the next iteration of itself over and over and over again, the unfolding happens. The expansion happens. You are like a seed, a spiritual seed that has been planted in the soil of Mother Earth. You have come here to shine. You have come here to glow. You have come here to soar. You have come here to express, to create beyond imagination. But just like that seed is not making anything happen, and yet it is beautifully, abundantly, and perfectly provided for. So do you not ever need to make anything happen? This loving presence is trustworthy, just as you are trusting that the sun will rise. Just as you're trusting that even on a cloudy day, the sun is still here. It has not gone missing. It has not vanished. It is here. You simply cannot see it. Just as you're trusting that when you turn the shower on, water will flow through the nozzle. Just as you're trusting that the heart will beat, that your belly will digest, that your body will breathe, All of this happening without you even being aware of it. Most of the time not even thinking about it. And yet it is happening. It is happening. And so it is with manifestation, so it is with expansion. As this loving presence that is all there is, in its beautiful, infinite, loving mind, every single possibility exists. Which means that the highest possibility for you and your life, and every possibility between where you are now and that highest possibility, they all exist. Every iteration of who and what you are exists. Every version of who and what you are exists. They are not going to exist. They do exist now. And this loving presence, being that its highest intention and deepest desire is to come into its greatest expression, highest expression in, as, and through you. Being that it is always for itself, always guiding and leading and moving itself, always sourcing and fueling and funding itself, providing everything needed. It means that everything that you need is already here, it's already given. All the resources, all the knowledge, all the time, all the strength, all the courage, all the money, everything needed is here now. And all you need to do is to come back to this now moment, to come back to the feeling tone that all is well now. Even in the midst of this, even when you perhaps cannot see that all is well, even when you perhaps cannot feel that all is well. Because what we see, what our physical senses can pick up, are just infinitesimal in comparison to the infinitude, the eternality of God, of this loving presence. There's so much that we cannot see. There's so much that we do not know. But this loving presence, this benevolent loving presence, it knows all there is to know, all there is to see. So it knows what needs to happen, how it needs to happen, and when it needs to happen for the highest possibility for you and your life, for the future version of you and your life to emerge from within. Relax, rejoice, and let it be. Now, it does not serve to try to figure anything out. Nothing in nature figures anything out. That acorn planted in the ground, falling to the ground, that is beginning to root and then shoot, and then grow branches and leaves, twigs, growing ever and ever bigger, expanding ever and ever more. It doesn't have anything figured out, but it is trusting the benevolence. It is trusting the intelligence that is the one mind, that is this loving presence. Relax, rejoice, and let it be. If your smile has been turned upside down, turn it right back up and let it stay. Let it stay. Relax, rejoice, and let it be, because all is well now. It is not going to be well. It's not going to work itself out. It already is well. It already is worked out. All is well. Something wonderful is always happening. Everything is working for our highest good. So all that we need to do, all that you need to do, is to relax, rejoice, and let it be. Let the unfolding happen Let the demonstration happen. Give yourself permission to turn around from trying to paddle upstream to just flowing downstream. To just go with the flow. Trust that this loving presence, it knows what it is doing. It has got your back. Life is for you. So relax, rejoice, and let it be. Let the manifestation happen. Don't make it happen. You don't need to make it happen. Manifestation is not ever a future thing. God is never a future thing. It is a now thing. It is always happening. The sun is always shining, whether or not we can see it. The stars are always shining, even in the bright of day. When the sky is blue, they're still shining. Nothing has changed other than where we turn our attention, what we perceive with our physical senses. But they deceive us. Just because we cannot see it doesn't mean that it is not there. Just because we cannot see it doesn't mean that it is not happening. All of nature is trusting, and look at how beautifully, abundantly it is provided for. It is in a state of bliss. It is in a state of relaxing. It is in a state of rejoicing. It is in a state of allowing that which is to be. Yes, we need our intentions. Yes, we need our visions. Yes, we need our dreams. And yes, we need to be conscious, mindful of the choices that we are making, that they are in alignment with the good that we wish to experience. But we do not need to make it happen. And so in this now moment, I'm calling forth from within you the peace that passes human understanding. I'm calling forth from within you a deep and profound unconditional trust and surrender, that you may relax, that you may rejoice, that you may just let it be. And I'm calling these forth in the full knowing that that next great and grand version of who and what you are, that next great and grand version of your life, it is not some future moment. It is not out there, but it is already within you. That oak tree that emerges out of the acorn, it does not come flying in bits and pieces to be assembled, but it emerges out of the acorn. And the acorn takes nothing from the soil. It takes nothing from the dirt. So there is a beautiful space of emergence happening. And so I'm blessing you. I'm blessing you with the peace that passes human understanding. I'm blessing you with a trust that goes beyond the intellectual mind. I am blessing you to release and let go of the small and the limited, the judgment, the opinions, the tendency to judge by appearances, the tendency to place more trust in what you can see than in what you cannot see. I'm blessing you in the full knowing that healing is happening now, that expansion is happening now. I'm blessing you in the full knowing that perfect preparation and unfolding is happening. You're not making it happen, you're participating in it, yes, but you're not making it happen. I'm blessing you in the full knowing that it is perfectly safe for you to bow your head and surrender. that it is perfectly safe for you to say, "Thy will be done." That it is perfectly safe for you to say, "I am getting myself out of the way. I am prying my fingers off of the steering wheel. I'm releasing and letting go of my micromanaging, trying to dictate, trying to control. I'm blessing you with freedom, knowing that that freedom is inherent. It is who and what you are. It is the truth and the essence of your being. All is well. Something wonderful is happening. Everything is working for the highest good. Relax, rejoice, and let it be. Relax, rejoice, and let it be. Be here now. Be here now. Release the past. Release the future. Release the present conditions, circumstances, because they are transient. They are fleeting. They are not evidence of anything. Trust and surrender to the same divine intelligence that makes your heart beat, that makes your lungs breathe, that makes the sun shine, that makes the seasons come and go, that makes the earth spin, that in every single moment is birthing galaxies, universes. It is in this that we are trusting. It is to this that we are surrendering. And it is safe for you to trust and surrender. It is safe for you to relax, to rejoice, and simply be. Oh, and I give thanks for all of this. I give thanks for the ease and grace with which this is happening. I give thanks for the knowing that it has already happened, that it is done. I give thanks for the peace that passes human understanding that is welling up from within you in this now moment. Bowing my head, surrendering, saying, "Thy will be done." I leave it all over to the loving presence that is all there is. That it may guide and lead and move. That it may demonstrate and manifest in us and through you, in us and through me, in us and through us, in us and through we. Knowing that absolutely all is well. Knowing that something wonderful is absolutely happening. Knowing that everything is working for our highest good, for your highest good. I let it be. I allow it to be. So it is, so be it, so shall it be. So you are. So this loving presence is, because you are one. There is only one, and it is good. It is benevolent. It is for you. It is happening now. It is happening now. It is happening now with ease and grace. Amen. Amin. Ashe. Aho. Hotep. Shalom. Salam. And hallelujah. Thank you so much for tuning in, for participating. Until we meet again, with much love. Many blessings.